Welcome to Da Landscaper Enhancer. Great to have everyone here. It's going to be a fantastic show.
What's up, everybody? This is the Landscape Enhancer. Yes, sir. Another day. Somebody shout glory. Yeah, man, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, dog tired, man. I did me a little work today. Clean out a flower bed. Me and my wife, young Nana, me and my wife, I appreciate my wife. Met a couple of guys, a couple of landscapers, man. I went to I filled up and got gas and talked to a few of them while I was working, man, and all of them had something in common. All of them say they don't have anybody to work with them. They have nobody to work for them. And I sit back and I say, well, you know who fault? Well, I ain't going to say who's at fault. I'm going to just say what the problem is. The problem is ain't nothing in the youth or the younger people. I had a conversation with my older brother the other day, and it just dawned on me when he said about a toolbox, how he prepare his kids and people he encounter with, giving them something where they have it in their toolbox. And I reflected on, like I said, I got so many stories. All of us have stories. We have unique stories, but I have so many stories about how people impacted my life and filled up my toolbox. Even sometimes in life, in my journey in life, I never went in that toolbox. I thought it was the easy way out, but I've come to find out that it wasn't. But like I said, my dad used to wake us up at 4 o'clock in the morning, man, and ask 4:30 o'clock in the morning. Used to go out there in the garden. Used to ask the crazy question in the world: y'all sleep? Who not sleep at 4 o'clock a.m., 4:30 a.m.? But now I get up early. Now I used to be furious, but now the slightest movement at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm up. But I want to touch on a guy that impacted my life. It's many that has impacted my life. I want to talk about Willie. Well, Willie was my grandfather. He wasn't my biological grandfather. Him and my grandmother, they was together. But we called him Willie. I don't know why we had to use respect on people's names, but Willie, for some reason, we didn't have to say Mr. Willie, Mr. George Walton, or anything like that. We just called him Willie, and we got away with it. And Willie was a strong man, strong as an ox. Willie had this finger, man. His finger was cut off. So I guess if you ever encounter a man that got his finger cut off, don't mess with him. Don't mess with him. Man, Willie used to come around, and when I used to be at my grandmother's house, Evelyn. My grandmother's name was Evelyn, but he used to say, Evelyn, where that boy at? So we used to have to get in this Pinto. A lot of people don't know what a Pinto was, but it's a small car. And we used to get wood, chop up wood. He used to cut down trees, and we used to have to carry this wood to the Pinto and load it up. Man, that was some work. Willie was a hard worker. I never called him granddaddy to his face, but when I described him to people, I would always say my grandfather. And my brother went to work with him. Well, Willie worked on the railroad, old school, when they used to have the mallet, putting the railroad ties in and beating them in and beating down the stalks and the stakes in the railroad tie. My older brother Vic went to work with him. He still talk about this to this day. He said that had to be the hardest work in his life. He didn't never want to work like that. And my brother's a workaholic. So I know it had to be some hard work because he has plenty jobs. And Willie would always have me going to get the wood, put it in the Pinto. He was from Alabama, so sometimes we'd go to Alabama. Like I said, I'm a country boy. I'm not a farmer, but I love farm animals. I love animals. But we used to go down there, and he used to have them hogs, and he used to have me feeding the hogs 5 gallons a bucket, putting the slop in there. But as through life, I never really knew that I was gonna have those tools that he put in me. I used to get mad, upset, because I used to have to get this wood. He wasn't paying me, but come to find out he was paying me. Something I could never get back. And he used to give me wisdom. He used to love to watch baseball. My cousin, You used to watch his grandson, my cousin. What's up, Sputnik? Jerome Walton, Rookie of the Year, 1989. Look it up, Chicago Cubs. And we'd be sitting out watching baseball, and he'll just say anything. Don't never ask a man for something you can get on your own. I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? And understand it. Understand it now. And always just it's things he just say just impact my life. Sometimes I'd be riding with my wife and I'd say stuff and she'd be like, where you get that from? And I'd say, Willie. But my thing is, as you see what's going on now, especially with the youth, they have nothing in them. And they'll say they know better, you know better, this and that, but they don't know better. If you ain't put it in them. My dad used to come through the house every day. You ain't gonna be lazy. You ain't gonna sleep around here and then come to a sleep but his dream. He didn't say it once a month. He didn't say it once a year. He didn't say it one time a day. He said it several times a day. So what these youth and even their parents, they have to have something in them. You have to be able to put something in them. If ain't nothing in them, won't nothing come out. You have to feed them in order for them to grow. So this is the landscape enhancer, man. If y'all enjoying this content, people have said they enjoying this content, I ask you to subscribe, like, and share. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the landscape enhancer. Like I said, man, y'all have to subscribe and like and share. And as I say, man, I don't know who's gonna be the first one to interview, but I have my chair sitting over here. I'm waiting on somebody to interview. I don't know who it may be. I don't know who it might be. But one thing I can tell you, you do know this. You have just been enhanced by the landscape enhancer. Y'all be blessed.
Who's ready to be on my show?